Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emma and I make art videos, and for today's video I am drawing the bachelors and bachelorettes of Stardew Valley. If you don't know what Stardew Valley is, it is a video game and it is very fun. It's basically like you run your own farm, but you can make friends with the other villagers and you can marry other characters. So basically all the characters that I'm drawing today are characters that you can marry in the game. I had the idea of making kind of like a group portrait of all the bachelors and bachelorettes, so this is why I am sketching them in this video, because I wanted to practice sketching them in my own style. And what I'll probably do is I'll probably scan these drawings in and then compose them in Photoshop and then figure out if I'm going to do like an acrylic painting or a digital painting. I'm not sure yet, but I thought I would kind of show you this process anyway. And I was originally thinking of drawing every single Stardew Valley character, but then I thought, you know what, that might be a bit too much and might take up a lot of time. So to try to kind of just cut down the amount of characters, I decided to just draw all of the bachelors and bachelorettes. So the first character that I drew was Abigail, and I've actually drawn her before. A few months ago I made a video of me creating my own version of Abigail, but to be honest, I think I prefer this drawing. I tried to make her look similar, but I like this one better. And then right now I'm drawing the character Sebastian. He is pretty much the emo kid. I actually ended up marrying him in the game because he's the emo kid. But I'm not super happy with how he turns out. I feel like it could look a lot better, especially the hair. I'm not really digging the hair right now, but at least with these drawings, like, I can fix them up later on. And if I do end up making a larger piece, you know, with all the characters in a painting, whether it's traditional or digital, I can still fix it up. So that's a good thing with this. Like, these are just kind of like the preliminary drawings, and I can always alter them later on if I'm not super happy with them. So right now I am drawing Penny. She is kind of like a cute redhead. Her story is a little bit sad, mainly to do with like her and her mum. I haven't completed her story yet, but from what I've seen so far, it's a little on the sad side, but her character's pretty cute. She like teaches the young kids, and she just has this very kind of like, I guess, innocent look about her. And while I was drawing these, I was looking at the images of the characters from the game. They do have a couple of different emotions, but I just chose like the standard image of each character. And some of them end up looking more like the game characters rather than my own style, but it was kind of difficult to kind of get that perfect mix between the two. I feel like Penny does look a lot like the character in the game, but I don't know, like I feel like I couldn't really do much else with it because I didn't want to make her look too different. So yeah, that was a bit of a challenge. And the other challenge is drawing all of the guys, because I don't really draw guys very often, especially in my own style. So I did rely heavily on what the characters looked like. So here I'm drawing, well, I was drawing Sam, I don't know, it just changed. He kind of looks like an anime character. He's got like the blonde hair going up, that kind of look. And now I am drawing Leah, and she actually turns out to be one of my favorites out of all of the drawings. At first I didn't think it really looked like her, but then as I was drawing the hair, everything kind of just came into place. Her character in the game, she's actually an artist. She lives kind of like in the forest sort of area. So I don't really know a whole lot about her character just yet, but she's an artist, so we have that in common. And I was just really happy with how she turned out in the drawing. And I think she looks enough like Leah, but not like overly exactly the same as what she looks like in the game, if that makes sense. So I think I got the ratio right with her. And now I am drawing Elliot. He lives on the beach and I haven't really got to know his character yet. He's got long hair. This was probably one of the more difficult drawings, and I did rely heavily on looking at his character because, yeah, I mean, I tried to make it kind of in my style, but I think he just looks a lot like the character in the game. But I think I did okay, you know, for drawing a guy. His eye was quite difficult to draw, but I think it kind of looks okay in the end. Next, I am drawing Maru, and she is Sebastian's sister, and I feel like she turns out alright. She looks very much like she does in the game, but oh well. I don't really know a whole lot about her character. I haven't really progressed that far with her. Basically in the game you do have to like make friends with the characters and get a certain amount of hearts, and when you hit a certain amount of hearts you get like scenes with the characters where you get to know them a bit more and that kind of stuff. I don't think I've got many hearts with her just yet, but I think her drawing looks pretty good. And now I am drawing Harvey, and he is the doctor in the game. He's pretty cute. And I thought I would have a lot of trouble drawing him, so at first I was like, oh, this really isn't working. But as I was finishing the drawing, I was like, no, I think I actually did a really good job. I feel like he looks enough like he does in the game, but it's also in my style, even though he is a dude. So like, I had that struggle as well, but I'm actually really happy with how he turns out. And now I am drawing Emily. She is a blue-haired girl, short blue hair, and she seems really happy a lot of the time. With the drawing, I feel like I could have done better. I'm not super happy with it, but again, these are the first times I'm trying this is the first time I'm trying to well, I can't talk right now. This is the first time I'm trying to draw these characters. So I think I did pretty good, you know, in regards to that, and I can always fix them up later, like I said, but I feel like I got her likeness, and I feel like that is the most important part. So yeah, she looks alright, could be better though. And then I am drawing Shane. He's kind of like, he's not a very nice character to start with, and I haven't progressed his story yet, so I don't know anything else about him, so hopefully he gets a bit nicer. So yeah, I don't really know much about him, so I don't really have too much to say. I feel like his drawing looks kind of alright. I don't know if it looks exactly like him. I feel like I've made him look better. But nah, I think it's okay. I don't know if it really looks like him, but oh well. And now I am drawing Haley, and she is, at first in the game, a real, not very nice word. But from what I've heard, her character does progress and gets nicer, so I'm going to try and get to know her better, but she's kind of like the pretty blonde girl in the game, so I wanted to make her look very beautiful, and that was pretty much the goal here, and I feel like I did a good job. Her hair looks kind of different in her kind of picture, so I decided to just make it kind of like long hair rather than like, it was like two different sections, so it's kind of weird to draw in my own style, so I kind of just changed that a little bit, but I do like how she turns out. And lastly, I am drawing Alex. He's kind of like, I don't know, the jock maybe? He's into sports and stuff, so that kind of character, and I think he looks like Alex, so I think that's a win. But that is all of the characters. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching today's video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel either. And look out in future for when I make this into a large painting. I'm not sure when it'll happen, but hopefully this year sometime. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.